back to my YouTube channel. So for today's video, I thought I would do another reading vlog for the next week. It's currently Friday. One moment. It's currently Friday. I wanted to do something a little bit different than just a little reading vlog, and I've seen a couple of booktubers do this trend and I thought it looked really fun. So I've seen some other booktubers use like a random number generator, and whatever number it lands on is the amount of hours you have to read for that day. I thought that it could be a fun little way for me to get through a bit of my TBR and get through some of my books, because I'm kind of behind on my Goodreads goal and it's kind of stressful. So yeah, I've put up to 4 hours on my spinner, and I've just put the numbers 1, 2, 4 in a couple times, and I'm just gonna see which it lands on, which is how many hours I'm gonna read for today. I didn't do any more than 4 hours because I just honestly don't think I'll have the time to do that. Today's currently Thursday and I'm gonna be filming this for the next week, and every day I am going to read for that amount of hours. So I'm just gonna go ahead and spin it. So I got 2 hours. So I'm going to read for 2 hours today and just film it and tell you my thoughts on what I'm reading. The book I'm currently reading is Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home. I am just over halfway. I think that it's a 500-page book and I'm up to page 260. I am loving it. I don't know what it is, but I literally get goosebumps reading this. Jessa Hastings just has such a beautiful writing style, and it just makes me want to bawl my eyes out every single time. I'm literally emotionally attached to this book already. I just know, I feel like it might be a 5 stars, maybe. I'm gonna set myself a little timer and start reading. I've met the new book boyfriend of my life. His name is Julian Haites and I'm obsessed with him. So it's now the next day and I thought I would do a little reading update for how I went yesterday. I actually ended up reading for a lot longer than 2 hours and I finished Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. This book was a 5 stars. I loved the characters so much in this book. I love Julian Haites. He is chef's kiss. I really enjoyed it and I just can't wait to get into the next one. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do and start Daisy Hates The Great Undoing, because this emotionally destroyed me. So I'm just like, I may as well just send it and just keep the vibe going, you know? So I'm gonna go ahead and spin my spinner and hopefully it only lands on like 1 or 2 hours, because I'm really tired and I just want to go to bed. Sick. Welcome back. My laptop actually just ran out of battery, but it landed on 1. So I'm gonna read for an hour and start Daisy Hates the Great Undoing. When I first read Magnolia Parks, I read Magnolia Parks and Daisy Haites last year, and Daisy Haites was my favourite out of those two. So I hope I love it. So it is now Monday. It's now about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I thought I would just do my little spinner for today and do a little reading update on Daisy Haites. So I'm actually really loving Daisy Haites. I'm only about 90 pages in. I love Julian's point of view, and I love that he's a little bit more in it than the last Daisy Haites book. I love Christian hymns. I like them both more than BJ. I said what I said. I'm gonna go have a quick shower and get changed, and then I'm gonna do my little spinner and see how much time I need to read for today. In other news, my new Tortured Poets Department cardigan came today. I'm so obsessed. Let's just ignore all the work going on outside my house. I just sat down. I've got my Pepsi Max with ice, my PMWI. If you know, you know. I've got my new cardigan on. It's like inner peace right now. 10 out of 10. I don't know if this is a bit rigged, but I've had like 1 hour, like 3 days in a row now. Hopefully I get something different tomorrow, because it literally, I don't know why, it literally feels like this is rigged right now. Come on. Okay. Fair enough. Let's just hail my laptop to the ground, right? This timer is so goddamn ugly. I don't know if you can see it, but this timer is so ugly. I've decided I'm going to try find a prettier timer. Started. It's now Tuesday. I'm tired. Last night I read for an hour, or however long it was. I think it was just an hour, and I got up to page 142 of Daisy Haites The Great Undoing. I'm really liking Daisy Haites The Great Undoing. I just wish I had more time to read it, because I feel like if I binged it, I'd like it more. Sometimes I do that with books, and I like them better when I read them in big chunks rather than like small chunks, but I just haven't really had the time. I'm pretty much in love with Julian Haites at this point. I literally like that man. I love him, and I love Christian. I love the guys in this book better than the ones in Magnolia Parks. Julian's point of view in this book is surrounded by a certain female character. And that is like my favorite thing in a book, when the male main love interest or character is like obsessed with the female main character or love interest. I'm gonna spin a spinner and see how much time we have to read for today. I'm gonna go ahead and spin it and see how many hours it gives us. So it's given us 4 hours, so I'm gonna go ahead and start reading right this second because it's already 5 o'clock. I'm about an hour and 20 minutes in. I'm finally up to page 200 of Daisy Haites. It's getting so good. I just love everything about this book and these characters, and I'm just so like invested in everything. There's also a dog in this book. That's not a spoiler. If anything happens to the dog, I will riot. So it's now Wednesday. It's day 6 out of 7 of this challenge. You would have seen last night that I was reading Daisy Haites and I had to read for 4 hours. I actually finished Daisy Haites last night and literally just bawled my eyes out. Let's be real. It was so painful and heartbreaking, and I don't even know how to explain how beautiful this book was, but I was obsessed. And I mentioned earlier in my video that there's a dog in this book, and the ending, I was reading the ending and I was like, yeah, but where's the dog? Like, where's the dog? You know, like I need the dog to be okay. Like, can we confirm that the dog's all right? So depressed, I act like it's my birthday every day. So let's go. Ugh, stunning. I'm gonna read for an hour. The book of choice is Funny Story by Emily Henry. This is my book club's pick for the month, so I really need to get started on it because we're like halfway through May and I still haven't read it. I haven't read an Emily Henry book since I read Beach Read last year, and Beach Read is one of my 6-star reads, so I'm very, very excited to see how this one goes. It's now Thursday. It is the last day of my random number generator picks how many hours I read for a week. So yesterday I read for an hour and I started Funny Story. I only got 52 pages in, but so far I'm really liking it. It's kind of short and sweet, like the tropes in it are really good. It's a fake dating trope. I've not read an Emily Henry book in a while. I've still not read Happy Place, which has been on my shelf for literally like forever. I feel like I'm just sort of finding it hard to focus on it because Daisy Haites the Great Undoing was just such a like big read for me, and I really, really loved it, and I loved it to the point where I can't stop thinking about it. So I'm finding it a little bit hard to focus on this one, but I'm hoping it is a 5-star read as well because I've heard that so many people love this book. Let's see how many hours I need to read for today. Please be less than 4. 3 hours. I think this is the first time I've gotten 3 hours. Mostly it's been like ones. I had like one day where I had to read for 4 hours.